Service. I'm Roy Okunife, asking you to join us on today's press review.
And I am Uche Chukwu Ebanam. Good morning and welcome to Press Review.
Let's welcome Maxim Uzatu Boroja, journalist, poet, and public affairs analyst. But I'm Rudika Anambra. Yeah. We welcome you to Press Review.
Of course, and with us as well is Kene Umadi, public affairs analyst. Good morning and welcome to Press Review.
Yeah, good morning. Anambra, Kene Umadi.
Alright, from absradiotv.com, absenteeism, Anambra State Local Government Service Commission suspends head of local government administration, Newe South, orders. Okay, President. Okay, go ahead.
Presidential visit, Soludo commends in Anambra for warm reception for Tinubu.
Integration of Anambra State into National Rail Master Plan will boost socio-economic activities. That's from a market leader.
Anambra governorship election, activists will be taxed INEC on free, fair, credible polls.
Nemo youths protest death of member after release from police custody.
And in 2025 UTME, JAMB investigates mass failure following public outcry.
And on the foreign scene, humanitarian aid blockade, UN raises alarm over threat of famine in Gaza. These are the 21s from Anambra Broadcasting Service. Let's share your views before we, move over to the national dailies. Who fires the first salvo?
Of course, what happened in Anambra the past week was the visit of the president.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's the trending news, and for me, the idea about marginalization has been on for a long time, and it's good that the president came by himself and the governor told him that look, we have needs, like all this is like erosion. That whereas something like Lagos, they will reclaim land from the ocean, and we are losing our own land everywhere. And this is something that the state government cannot solve by itself alone.
Yeah.
So Biko erosion now. And then the idea about this real master plan, an entire region like the southeast left out. Of course, Governor Soludo told Mr. President that look, and Mr. President replied that he will ensure that Anambra gets reintegrated into the Rail Master Plan.
Yeah.
And then there's this our river port that was commissioned during Shagare's time when Ekweme was vice president. The thing has been left like that since then. And what it takes is just to dredge the river Niger. And if you dredge the river Niger, they can bring in these things from Ume port and all those other things.
Yeah.
Instead of everything, everyone must go to Lagos port and all that. So I think the presidential visit for me was a good move that the governor can bring in, and the president said the governor is my friend. So it's incumbent on the president now to deliver on all his promises. Thank you.
My take on this, the requests that the governor made from the president, I am particularly disturbed in the sense that it seems apologizing for being Igbos. Why should we ask for things other regions of the country get without batting an eyelid? But once it comes to Igbo land, we have to go on our knees, cap in hand, to beg the federal government to do what they are doing for other people. Why would Anambra and in fact the entire Igbo land be excluded in the first place from the rail master plan? Why do we have to ask for it? Why would it take the intervention of the president for us to be included in the master plan? So to me, Nigeria really has to take another look at the way they treat people of the Southeast. That is my take.
But then the president has just acted like a father. Maybe he has carefully studied the something.
I know, but why
integrate
other regions did not ask for it? They included them as an issue.
Yeah.
Why do we have to beg for it? Why do we have to go down on our knees before we can get these things? Okay. So that is my take. We cannot apologize for being Igbos. And that is just my own take.
All right. Call us on 0706 5381 320. And if you're watching us live on Facebook, drop your comment in the comment section. We'll read out your comments. Do well to like, comment, and share our programs on the social media platforms.
You can also call us on the number 0808 487 2166. I take it again. It's a new number, right? So let's take the number again. 0808 487 2166. Or you can send us a WhatsApp message to the WhatsApp number 0705 113-8812.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Gabriel and I'm calling from the Super and Charuko government area of Federal State.
Okay.
Go on.
Go ahead.
We have no regret to be called the Igbo.
Yeah.
We have no regret to have the Southeast region. Well, what is good for the Ganda is good for the Geese.
Yep.
The visit of President to Anambra State and he is planning to visit Abia. It's not necessary for campaign. He is the president of every state of the federation.
Yeah.
That he has to do this for the Southeast. We need the railway back to traverse Enugu for Ebonyi, Imo, Anambra, and Abia. What is doing in the West?
Conclude, please. You have just 35 seconds to do it.
What is doing in the North? Let him do it here.
Okay.
We are all Nigerians. We have been marginalized for quite long time. Let the president look inward. We appreciate his visit. And we will also continue to appreciate his visit because he has to do that because he is the president of all Nigeria.
Okay, thank you
very much.
Thank you for thanking us. And let's leave it at that. Hello? Anybody there?
No.
Hello? Okay. We'll take a break, and when we return, we'll move over to the...
Someone is here.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, you're welcome to EBS.
What I'm asking is this.
Your name and location?
We are talking... I'm Oga.
You are Oga?
Oga, by you people.
Oba, okay. Where are you calling from, Oba?
I'm from Abia State.
Where in Abia State?
Local government.
Okay.
Go on.
You can go ahead.
Why is it that all the time for government to do something for them? Are we not Nigerians?
We are.
We are Nigerians.
Yes, if we are Nigerians, now, as they are doing all that, the same thing. The no money that they are paying, then as usual.
Okay.
Why is this so?
Thank you very much. I think it's a rhetorical question. You should answer that question as well. You know the answer. The answer is in your mind, in your heart. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us all the way from
Abia State.
Abia State. And is it raining there? He's gone. Okay. Let's take a break. When we return, we begin to peep into the national dailies.
I'm in love, Sonia Tomato Sonia tomato mix in the new stand-up pouch.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello? Do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty, sweaty uniforms and socks, we're clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though. School is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Ịtụ ndụ mmanụ na-amasị m ya mere m jiri na-eri nri akwọrọ aka sie nke na-edozi ahụ n'ime ite ji porridge ntinyecha azụ ntinye yabasị ose na ogo tupu ntinyezie nut cube nke ga-ewepụta ọmarịcha ụtọ dị na nri m ka ọ bụrụ eri amịchaa aka. Ndị be anyị chetanụ na nke onye riri ka o gwuo. Tinye akwụkwọ nri na-ama tokotoko na nri gị niile werezie nut cube na-enye ka ọ bụrụ eri amịchaa aka. Rie nri na-edozi ahụ taa.
Scientists where they invent things, poets where they lift life, engineer where they build bridge, fashion designer where they style life. Very well. What in the body do? What in the body of my students? Measures to see the way you down. Just free, don't worry. Well, from not anybody.
Go make Nail Fund settle you. Apply for your interest-free loan for Nail Fund so that you go settle your future. Go pursue your dream. Nail Fund go pay. Nail Fund, we pay. You study, you conquer.
Nail Fund is an initiative of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay, so this is your total. Do you need anything else?
Yeah, I would like to pay for the person at the back. In fact, add 1 pack of Malta Guinness.
Guy, I won't give you my number. Why are you paying for me?
I just feel like doing good. I don't need a reason to share goodness.
Goodness is not just an expression, it's a way of life. So share the goodness with someone today.
Bro, one for me too, Abby.
Yes, so 1 cold Malta Guinness for you too.
Malta Guinness. Enjoy a world of good.
Hello, Nigeria. Do you know that Mpox is real and preventable?
Yes! Mpox is a viral disease that spreads through close contact with infected people, animals, or infected materials.
Symptoms include fever, body aches, swollen glands, and rashes. But don't panic. Prevention is key.
Wash your hands regularly. Avoid close contact with infected people and report any unusual rashes to the nearest health center.
And if you are living with HIV, remember, early detection of both HIV and Mpox saves lives. Get tested, stay informed, and seek care if needed.
Stay
alert, stay informed. Beat Mpox today. Show love, support, and care to those infected. This message is brought to you by AIDS Healthcare Foundation, AHF Nigeria. Call AHF on 070-6116-0103. It's not over until it's defeated.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Ịtụ ndụ mmanụ na-amasị m ya mere m jiri na-eri nri akwọrọ aka sie nke na-edozi ahụ n'ime ite ji porridge ntinyecha azụ ntinye yabasị ose na ogo tupu ntinyezie nut cube nke ga-ewepụta ọmarịcha ụtọ dị na nri m ka ọ bụrụ eri amịchaa aka. Ndị be anyị chetanụ na nke onye riri ka o gwuo. Tinye akwụkwọ nri na-ama tokotoko na nri gị niile werezie nut cube na-enye ka ọ bụrụ eri amịchaa aka. Rie nri na-edozi ahụ taa.
And now, back to our regular schedule of programs on ABS.
Right back to press review and time to take a look at the national dailies, the headlines there. From Daily Independent, Fubara lacks a genuine capacity to broker peace, says Wike, warns PDP against repeating missteps of 2023, vows to challenge NEC meeting outcome without Anyang. PDP will cease to exist by end of 2025, Ganduje predicts. Experts list obstacles to FG 2.5 million barrels per day oil production target. NNPC to resume oil drilling in the north, Ujulari assures. FG moves to revitalize Nigeria's electricity distribution sector. FECO gets 17 underwriters for Tinubu Shetima orders life insurance, approves new national policy on employment. Ibunidion, Autumn, Olafeshaw, Buguanye, 35 others inducted as PDP BOT members. Park lift for orders, says Jonathan. Dere, Dixon, Pandev, INC, IYC pay tributes. NCAA draws flag after Asaba Airport runway incident. Airport falls below aviation standards, that's from the experts. Fines vandalized, washed out, that's from a concessionaire. And finally from here, 25 years after NDLEA gets forensic labs in Abuja, Enugu.
From Vanguard on Delta, how monarchs vigilante members aid kidnapping. High Court dismisses suit challenging Ayewoma as Oloboshere of Warri Kingdom. Federal government opens 300 billion naira sukuk. That should be 7 as investors ask for more. World Bank, federal government disagree on budget's 2025 assumptions. On the bottom line from Vanguard, defections, PDP's collapse imminent, coming from Ganduje. Wike, our party will rise again in 2027, coming from Wabara. Conference ruled experts to brainstorm in government performance at mid-term. All UTME results were all responsible, coming from Naptan. Soldiers killed as Boko Haram attacks military base in Borno. Riders say suspected headsmen kill 7 in fresh attacks on Benue communities. From the world of sports in Vanguard, Egypt's 2025, Nigeria qualify for 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup finals.
All right, from the Punch, why Tinubu will defeat PDP again in 2027. That's from a week Saraki head 7-man PDP reconciliation panel. Are they drilling to resume enough? That's a report credited to NNPCL. Restructuring, federal government deploys special teams to underperforming discos. 54.9 trillion naira budget, federal government, World Bank at odds over funding strategy. Bank fears government may resort to CBN emergency funds, false budget parameters, minister counters. Still trending here, Bayelsa set to immortalize Clark amid tributes from Jonathan Dere. Push to crash drug prices, gains fake approval. Lagos APC aspirants protest today over local government primaries. And finally from Punch, UK unveils a plan to slash annual immigration by 100,000.
From the Daily Times, Fubara can't decide for Rivers whether or not to return as governor, coming from residents of Rivers State. 2027 doom awaits PDP without reforms, coming from Wike. Labour Party begs Tinubu to rein in Governor OTA over alleged threats to Abure, National Working Committee members. Saraki 7-man committee to organize PDP NEC meeting, May, National Convention, August. 4 die over cholera outbreak in Plateau Village. West Africa, okay, that's a feature. I don't have an insecurity. Obolo escalates war against courtism. These are the stories from the Daily Times.
From Vanguard, fright for
that.
Okay, we're taking care of Guardian?
Yes.
Okay, Guardian now. From Guardian, fright forwarders write Tinubu as cartels sell e-call upcode for 400,000 naira. US-China agreed to roll back tariffs for 90 days. Edo governor seeks arrest of a new black movement president, Kako. World Bank admits Nigeria's economic progress, says prices remain high. UTME jammed to address technical issues as 8,391 candidates threatening class action. WAEC candidates anxious as IPOB declares, we've taken care of that. 2027 amid pushback, zoning complaints, others, PDP explores a reconciliation. Suspension, court hears a contempt, other applications in Natasha's suit today. NNPCL to resume oil drilling in North as production threatens a 2025 budget. FG to overhaul underperforming discos amid lingering IBEDC takeover. And finally, Lagos LP suspends SIA, dissolves ward executives as a brief faction tackles OT.
From Daily Trust, we have a man sentenced to death for killing friend over cap. World Bank queries NNPCL's remittance of subsidy proceeds. Flying Eagles dethrone Senegal, qualify for World Cup. Damagos tenor national secretary position threaten PDP NEC convention. Expect electoral reforms before 2027. Coming from INEC chair. Right, these are the stories from Daily Trust. Let's have your thoughts on the stories so far.
Okay, back to the analysts.
Well, this idea about 2027 defections and all that, it all shows that our democracy is not on a sound footing. Whether it is for whether you say the ruling party is grabbing everybody because of whatever, but we know that the country, people are complaining, people are not happy. You cannot say because things are working so well, that's why people are like joining the winning team. You believe that some of these things are the manipulations, and they happen in so many other African countries. As like the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, said that look, it's dangerous for the country if we somehow fall into this one-party state hoodoo.
Yeah.
It's very dangerous.
The defection galore.
The defection galore and all that.
Yeah.
So you find that these positions are like what they say, stomach infrastructure. Wherever your stomach is facing, you just go there.
Yeah.
Lacking in any ideology, lacking any belief in anything.
Kleptocracy and the kakitocracy.
Kleptocracy, aristocracy, and the crasses.
Oh yes.
So
all the crasses.
So somebody who said all the bad things about maybe saying the other party was cancer. The next day you go to the cancer and now revealing without bothering about what you said before about that. So what are we going to expect in terms of these realities? Then you go to the dimension of this thing we're talking about, the Independent Electoral Commission.
Yeah.
If we have real credible elections, it's not a question of because you have taken the governor from the other party that the state will vote for you.
Yeah.
The power of the people should be allowed to reign supreme if we really want this democracy to survive. That's my own take on the matter.
All right, some people are watching us live. We'll have their comments just came before you come in. Ike Chukwuonyabu Christopher, watching from Osumenyi, Stanley Carlo, Stanley Aguata, UKBS, keep up the good work. The president's visit to Southeast is a welcome development so that he will use the opportunity to unite the South against the North before 2027 general election. I pray this INEB vast glitch will give him the Anambra free and fair election. Jacinto Koro is saying ndewo Anthony Mera otutu ọma ndị Anambra ndị ọma m ji eme ọnụ Zamfara steeti ka m si ekiri onye ahụrụ tata ka ahụhụ ya echi, and he concluded with he says oh yes credible is your call.
I agree completely with what my colleague here said, because the deal of defection and this thing about 2027, it looks as if these people are not ready to deliver good governance to the people. At the end of the day, it's all about themselves. It's all about their own selfish interests. Because 2027, if you ask me, what can do 2 years from now? But the newspapers, I got through today, it's all about 2027 and matters relating to it. My take, Nigeria would not be dragged into a one-party state. PDP political parties should step up their games and become give Nigeria a vibrant opposition. We need it in a democracy. For a balance, there must be credible and vibrant opposition. Yes. But unfortunately, we are not seeing it. And PDP themselves didn't even learn anything from what the APC did to them before 2023, before 2015.
Well, can you separate PDP from APC?
That is the thing. Unfortunately, our politics here is not I call it a bread and butter politics. It's not a politics of ideology. Because if there are ideological leanings to the various political parties that we have, people cannot be jumping from one political party to another one.
But whose fault is that? Because the electorate, who are supposed to do the needful to make it more interesting to the part of what the law says while voting. We keep voting every day. We keep voting even when they cross carpet. We keep voting. Even what the constitutional provision for cross carpeting, that when you cross carpet you relinquish your position. Exactly. Because the platform on which you attend to that position, you've now vacated that. So, but you still retain your position and you move. So the judiciary too.
We are talking about. Like, yes. You say that all like the legislative and the judiciary, they have all joined the executive in impunity. So there is no checks and balances.
And we're clear what checks and balances.
So like tomorrow they will take the court will now pass a different judgment from what they said before. Like for instance, when we were doing the elections, they talked about winning Abuja. Eventually at a point they said no. You know that kind of thing. You come in and see that the
and it became a state, one of the, just like every other state in Nigeria.
So like you look at it and say, where do we really stand if we allow these things to happen? So like we become victims as the electorate because you voted for this. At the end of it all, they can go to the judiciary and get something totally different.
So there's no way the electorate or even the judiciary can right the wrongs.
So short of like going to the street, which is self-help, the arms of government they are not helping anybody. If you say, look, okay, you have voted and you believe constitutionally this is the right thing to do, and now they are telling you that no, that because there was faction in that party, that's why the person crossed into the other party, and that's the end of it all.
Okay. All right, somebody has joined us. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and location.
My name is Gabriel and I'm calling from the Sokom and I'm a local government area of Southern State.
Okay.
I want to comment on the...
Far away course. We like that. Go ahead.
I want to comment on the killing of Nigerian soldiers by the Boko Haram. In a matter of this nature, there are two-dimensional issues there. Some people, some part of the war will be winning while others are losing. Now, Nigerian soldiers have captured some of the strategic places occupied by the Boko Haram terrorists. Now,
you have 35 seconds to go.
Now, the terrorists kill some of the Nigerian soldiers. That is the issue of the battle. You see, each of the fighting area is trying to make sure that they defeat their opponents. Now, it's not a sign of the weakness of the Nigerian soldiers, but I want them to beef up the security so that they can track down and destroy the terrorists and take them out of this country. Thank you, and God bless you.
Bless you too. We have this message. Good morning all. Happy of the East. My take remains that we must commend our Governor Soludo for the efforts so far. As a real relationship connect global, the gesture is indeed going to bring the needed change. The rail erosion and other palliative events that are started to be accelerated after the visit is what we need most at a time like this. We appreciate the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We appreciate Solution Government, His Excellency Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, and that's from Honorable Engineer Chidi Ebere Jonathan Okafor, Akezi Igwe Idani. Okay, let's welcome this caller again. Hello. Hello. Okay, back to the analyst. I think we have just okay, 2 more papers to maybe.
Yeah, let me take us back to the issue that the last caller raised about Boko Haram attacking soldiers. I think the federal government has not shown enough willpower, enough political will to root out this issue. In fact, it's when I saw a viral video last night where some of our soldiers were crying, and it's quite.
Some of these videos were doctored, or some of them.
No, the fact that I saw it on mainstream media.
If I see such, I have to fact check to know exactly where it's coming from.
That's the way I saw it last night. But now I'm seeing the same, the reports of Boko Haram attacking soldiers in the mainstream media. So I will have to believe it. What I'm saying is that the federal government should step up and do something about insecurity in the far north. It's really getting out of hand.
Like Abacha said in his time, that if insurgency lasts more than
24 hours,
that the hand of the government, so agents of the government, we have to say the simple truth, that there are people who are aiding this insecurity for whatever profit or whatever they're getting. Because if, as he said, that the government is sincere and has a political will, how can these people come and be killing our soldiers with trade with so much money? So we keep quiet.
So are we now envisaging the voice of Jacob and the hand of Esau?
Of course. It's obvious. When there's someone of Abacha standing to tell you that, look, if you're in government and you allow insurgency it means that the government has a hand in that insurgency.
Wow. Okay, from there is just one point left. Nigeria needs 5 times growth to hit $1 trillion economic target. That's from World Bank. That's about that. Then minimum wage week to withhold 10% of area council's allocation amid katakatadia, yeah. Okay, any other one?
No.
All right, somebody is here before we conclude. Hello.
Happy of the East.
Champions.
Yeah, the voice of Joseph will be. I'm connecting this morning from my hometown, Apollo Gideon.
Okay, go ahead. You have 30 seconds. 5 seconds gone already.
Okay, you see, it is laughable and it is mocking, to Nigerians that the Boko Haram that was technically defeated during the time of President Buhari and all the rest of them are still having the courage, to visit the army base and killing, destroying, holding many on hostage, ransom. And the Nigerian armies are crying on the social media. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. So, but what do you expect? When Boko Haram that has been killing people, so many of them were arrested, and after a while, they were released, and they say that they have been rehabilitated and they reintegrated into Nigerian army. What and the innocent persons like that there's no harm, like Nnamdi Kanu was arrested and being humiliated and be subjected to all kind of mock, even when the court say, let this young man go. That is the country we are. Country Iru Abua, country Eziokun Angugo. So we must continue to face this. Let's accept to live with the reality. Have your own, be your own defense, have your own gun, have your own everything.
Jesse, thank you very much. If you must bear arms, you must have the license, please.
Yeah.
Yes, you're doing that at your detriment, please. Well, I would like to thank you for coming today, Maximo Zato, journalist, poet, and of course, public affairs analyst, Buroja. I salute you.
And also to Kene Umade, public affairs analyst. Thank you so much for coming on Press Review.
Thank you very much. I
want to encourage your patriotism, fortifying the rain to be here, to do service,
Thank you.
How do I put it? What's it called? Service to humanity. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm Roy Punefe. At 9 o'clock, we'll be on to Nzuko Anambra for today.
And I am Uchechu Ebonam. Stay with us.